Hey guys, it's Sarah. All right, this is going to be a hard one. This is a hard one to talk about. Okay, I have come into a big realization about the reality of my physical TBR. And it has caused me to reevaluate some things. I'm questioning all my life decisions right now. And I've had to really make some decisions. I've really had to say, okay, this is getting out of hand. This is getting unrealistic. And what can I do to tackle this, basically? So this has stemmed from a lot of conversations that I have been having. It also stemmed from the fact that I now have a TBR cart, which has been going all around Instagram. I'll put a couple pictures of some people's TBR carts that I've seen. And they're on these little rolling carts that are 3 shelves. And I have 2 of those. I actually use them for some of my scrapbooking supplies. And one of them just kind of had random stuff on them that I could easily find other places for. So I cleared it off and I made myself a TBR cart for it. And I have certain books on there. It's very cool. I will do like a video about that in a little bit. Probably more towards the end of the month, I will show you my TBR cart. But it's super cute, and like my little librarian loving soul feels like it looks like a library cart. So I love it. My husband does not, because he looked at it and he said, "You just made another bookshelf." Like, yeah, I kind of did. Like, you said you weren't going to do that. I know. I did say that. I don't know. I'm a lying liar when it comes to books. But it definitely got me thinking. And I've been talking to my friend Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library. We talk about this all the time because I was really like struggling with it, and she was helping me come down from the ledge about it. And I just realized my TBR is so big and so unrealistic. And based on my own personal reading speed, I read anywhere between 80 and 100 books a year. That's kind of my average. And based on how many physical books I have on my shelves at this current time, I could read for 6 years without buying another book, and then I would read them all. 6 years. That's how long it would take me to read all of my physical TBR books. And that is if I read between 80 and 100 every year. So that's crazy, because we all know I'm not going to go 6 years without buying a book. I can barely go 2 weeks without buying a book, and that's why I'm in this problem here. So I have really been doing some searching and soul searching and questioning and all of that about my physical TBR. And I decided for 2019, I really want to do a big overall haul of, what I'm doing as far as my book buying habits go, and how can I condense what I have, and how can I get into the habit of not buying so many physical books, and how can I decrease what I currently have, because reality, I need to. My bookshelves are overflowing. I have an overflow of books. So I've been thinking about some goals. I've been thinking about some strategies, and I'm going to share them with you, because if I put them on YouTube, then it's real. Okay, so step number 1 was I needed to establish how many books I can physically fit on my bookshelves currently without adding anything else. I included my cart because I love it and it's there. And now that it's there, I want it to stay forever. It's so cute. I can't even handle it. And so I counted all of the books that I had on my shelves that are comfortably fit. Nothing is overlapping. Nothing is turned on its side and stacked up. Nothing is, doubled up in the shelves or anything. And that's what I want my shelves to be. I want everything to fit comfortably without any overflow. That's kind of my overall ideal bookshelf situation. So that's what I did. And as of right now, based on all of the books that are on my shelves that I have not read, I can comfortably fit about 500, because I do have, including my TBR cart now, I do have room, or I have 5 bookshelves. I have these 2 back here. These are 2 different shelves. I have one in my hallway. I have one in my living room. I have one in my bedroom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the cart is 6. So I guess I technically have 6 if you include the cart. Yeah. So that's a lot of books. And that's that's including like everything that I have and I've read that is still on my shelves. That's, those are included, not in the number, but they're included in here. I didn't take any books that I've already read off the shelves in order to come up with that number, if that makes sense. So somewhere around 500 as of now. Now, as I read books and keep them, that number is going to change and get a little bit decreased. So, yeah. But as of like today, December of 2018, it's about 500. I can easily fit that many on my shelves. Now, how many do I have that I haven't read that are not on shelves, and kind of overflowing everything? 540. That's how many I have total for books that I have not read yet that I physically own. I'm not touching my Kindle. It's not taking up any room. I'm not worried about those books. But physically, I have 540 books that I have not read on my bookshelves in my house, all over the place. It's kind of insane. So we're looking at least 40 books of overflow as of right now, which is a lot. And so what do I need to do about that? The first and probably easiest thing I can do is unhaul some of these books. For real. And I'm not going to lie, at first I freaked out a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, unhaul books, because I've been unhauling books as I read them. I've been really good about, reading something and then deciding if I want to keep it or not. And I've been getting a lot more picky about that. I don't keep every book that I read. I don't feel the need to have a book on my shelf that I read and I didn't really enjoy. So if I didn't really enjoy it, or it wasn't an all-time favorite, or I'm not going to be recommending it constantly, or I don't want to, I don't feel like my kids need to read it, I have no problem passing it on. I donate books all the time. But I actually freaked out at first about, going through and unhauling books I haven't read yet. But the more I thought about it and the more I looked at my shelves, the more books I was coming up with, like, that could probably go. This is probably just going to be an okay book for me. I'm not 100% sure I'm still interested in this series anymore. It was a little bit easier than I thought. I came up with more than I thought I was going to be able to. And to me, that's encouraging. And I think that I need to jump on that while I'm in that mind frame before I start freaking out again and not wanting to get rid of any books. So I do have a plan to kind of go through some of these books and unhaul them. And I do have a video idea for that as well. But let me know if you want to see an official unhaul, like of all the books that I end up unhauling. Let me know if you want to see an official, share of all that. I haven't really been sharing books that I unhaul lately. I don't know why. Because I've been just doing it so sporadically. I've never had like a big pile or anything, but this time I'm going to hopefully have a big pile. And let me know if you want to see that. But I do have another video planned. I think I'm going to do a try a chapter tag, kind of like unhauling some books that way. So that should be coming up here soon. But yeah. So let me know if you want to see an official like unhaul of everything I end up deciding to get rid of. Okay, so my third step here is going to be, I need to be more realistic about what I'm going to buy versus what I can get from the library. One of my goals, spoiler alert, for 2019 is to utilize my library so much more because I'm not utilizing it. And I love that place. It's my happy place. I love going there. I love checking out books, and I don't know why I'm not doing it. Like, I'm getting a master's degree to be a librarian. Why am I not using my library? I don't understand that. And I always say I want to do it more, and I'm just not doing it. I don't know if it's laziness on my part or what. I don't know what it is. A lot of it is I've been reading the books off my shelf, which is good, which is what I need to be doing. But there's also going to be times where I want to read a new release or I want to go buy books. And instead of buying books, can I go to the library and get something that I've been eyeing? Or one thing I've been doing lately, actually in the past couple of weeks, I have been seeing books on Instagram, or I get emails about book deals and all this stuff. And I think to myself, okay, here's a book. If I saw this on Book Outlet, would I put it in my cart without even thinking about it? Or if I saw this at Goodwill, would I pick it up and buy it without even thinking about it? Because I've heard of it. I've heard good things, blah, blah, blah. I know I want to read it. And if the answer is yes, I have been going to my library's website and seeing if it's available in the library. Most of the time it is. And I've started a list on my phone of books that I've been seeing lately and thinking about lately. And, if I can get them at the library, I add them to that list. That way, when I go to the library, I have a list of books I'm already going to be on the lookout for. So that is going to be a big plan of mine coming up in 2019 as well, is, instead of going out and buying all the new releases, or instead of, going to Goodwill once every 2 weeks, basically, go to the library instead. See what you can get there. If you read a book from the library that you love so much and it's a new favorite and you can't stop thinking about it, I can go and purchase it then. That way I know I want it. I know I want it, and I know I loved it, and I know I want to reread it again someday. And it would be a much wiser use of my money that way. Another straight up rule that I'm setting for myself as of right now is I am not going to buy any sequels in a series unless I know that I have started that series and I know that I want to read it and I know that I want it on my shelves. I'm not going to buy book number 3 in a series of a book series I haven't even started yet. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm very bad about that. Very bad. I have full trilogies I haven't read yet. I have 3 or 4 book series that I haven't read yet. I have ongoing series, and I have everything that has come out from there that I haven't read yet. And I keep buying the books. I hope I like them. What if I read the first book and I don't like it and I don't want to continue? I have 3 or 4 other books. Why am I doing that? And so from now on, I am not buying a sequel in a series until I know for sure I have started it. I love it. I want to own this series. And hopefully that will get me to pick up some of these a little bit more often, and, and make me rethink about whether or not I want to keep the series on my shelves or not. Even if I read them all, can I unhaul them after that and be good to go? Maybe that's a thing. So no more sequels unless I know for sure these are going to be on my shelves for the majority of my life remaining. And my last kind of overall big step here is to utilize my Kindle more. I get book deals emailed to me almost on a daily basis for Kindle books. And, a lot of times some of those books will go down to $2. And if it's something very popular and I know I want to read it and I'm excited about it, I don't mind spending $2. And it's a digital copy, not taking up room on my shelves. So I need to take advantage of those deals when I can. I also could use my Kindle for library digital copies. I can get Kindle books from the library all the time. And same with audiobooks. There's going to be books coming out that, would I prefer to listen to this on audio, or could I listen to this on audio versus buying the book physically? And I need to think about that too. And, it doesn't need to be something that I have and I listen to. I could just listen to it and be good to go. So I want to get better about that too, especially utilizing my Kindle for sure, because I have it and I love reading on it. So that's something that needs to happen a little bit more often. Hey guys, those are kind of my thoughts right now as to how I'm going to tackle my TBR in 2019. But the biggest thing is I'm going to be getting rid of some books because I just have to. I have to, you guys. I am out of room and I want to get my physical TBR down. And I need to be more realistic about what I'm actually going to read. And I might do a little bit of a KonMari thing. I'm not going to take everything off my shelves, but I can physically touch everything and say, okay, would I pick this up right now and read it? Yeah. Would I pick this up right now and read it? Yeah. I'm excited to read this. And, I can give my reasons why. So if there's anything I'm questioning, I'll pull it off and keep it in a separate pile, and I can kind of rethink things and do all that. Let me know if you want to see that process. Maybe I could do a series video about it, kind of going through my shelves and stuff. Or if you just want to see one big unhaul, let me know. I'll put a poll right here. So let me know. I could do one big unhaul where I do everything and then I show you what I'm unhauling and then that's it. Or I could do a whole process of, go through my shelves with me. That would be kind of longer things. So whatever you guys want to see, I have no problem filming. If you want to see it, if you don't want to see it, I won't waste my time filming it. So let me know. I want your feedback. Okay. So how do you guys tackle your TBRs? Are you overwhelmed like I am? Because I'm so overwhelmed by it. And how do you kind of keep your stuff under control if you do? Let me know down below, because I could use any tips or tricks for sure to help me through this process, because I think it's going to be both freeing and terrifying at the same time, but I need to do it. I know I need to. Okay, that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know down below. I want to know all your things, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.